Here's the new pilot bearing is in. How did you get the old one out?
I had a hole to deal with, so I plugged that hole with a piece of steel and I pumped a bunch of grease in there. And then I found a big shaft that was almost big enough. Then I wrapped tape around good and tight.
Good and tight, German.
Until it just fit in there snug. Then I would pump grease, tap, tap, tap. Pump grease, tap, tap, tap. And I saw it start lifting out. Because there's a little slot under here that the grease could go in and it won't compress. So then she started moving. 10 minutes later, I had it out.
Yeah?
Yep. Just like that.
So there's the old one, there's the new one. So this part's pretty much ready to go.
The new one went in there like a fresh booger on a wet mirror.
Here's the flywheel. It's been ground, surface ground. You can see the
Looks much
it's got
better.
lines, circular lines like this.
You can feel the curling from the grinding wheel.
So that should bite pretty good on
That'll bite.
the new clutch. Here's the new throwout bearing or clutch release bearing. Same size as the old one. The old one's just icky. And that's gonna go on here. I'll clean that up. And then here is the new clutch plate and the new pressure plate. There's the new pressure plate. We're gonna have to get, there's like a film on here to protect it from rust, I'm assuming. So here's the new one. Your throwout bearing and gate is this. Rides on those fingers. Pushes it in, releases the clutch. So we're gonna get this clutch job done today?
No,
Why not?
because we got the wrong clutch disc.
Let's see. Here's the clutch disc.
Where'd my rag go?
We don't have the old one anymore to compare it to.
No. Here's the shaft that goes into the clutch. And the splines are supposed to go in there nice and tight. That's not it.
Well, we're gonna have to call them and tell them that we need a different one.
We need the smaller center.
We still can clean some of our parts though and get it ready.
Yeah.
Sometimes you run into problems, huh?
Yep. That's a sweet little tractor.
A good one, you know.
Hello, you've reached Corvus Oliver. We are unable to answer the phone at this time. If you leave your name, phone number, and brief message, we will get back with you as soon as possible.
Okay, I'll call, well, I guess Monday. Oh, do you want to call Monday so you can get it done earlier? Because I'll be at work.
Yeah.
So I guess for right now, we can put the flywheel back on and the hub and get the bolts in and torque it. Do we have a problem finding the torques for that?
Yeah. You grab a IT manual and you think that's all gonna be in there? It's not.
No, I think we had to search online. I think one of Steiner Tractor's things had a torque thing on it. All right, more cleaning action here. This is just gas. Just good old gas. I have to get some of that out of there now soon. Weightlifting, huh?
She's heavy.
Yes, it is. Okay. I think I can put that over here now. There we go. All right, let's see, each take a side, I think, because real light. We gotta line up the pins though.
The dowel pins.
It is kind of greasy in there. Good.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Mine started. Yours is started.
Gotta get on.
Let me get hands out of the way.
Yep. All right.
I think she's there. Huh?
Yeah, and we'll know if that hub lines up. Yeah, we'll have to clean this a little bit when we get done. Got
Yeah,
some
we're good. Just
grease on it.
good clean grease rag, huh? We might leave these in here yet. In case we drop that hub off.
Yeah, it won't hurt. Okay. Here comes this. That's gonna have to line up with the dowel pins like this. I'll go through here, I think. Bolt, 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 bolt. This one almost has to be dowel pin.
If you can get the dowel pins in and all your other holes line up, then you got her.
I think that's gonna be it. I'm thinking.
Is she walking?
Time to redo it. We is half a turn off. Dave, just grab this hub. I'm gonna come off with it. Is this gonna come out? Okay, apparently it isn't. Being sassy, huh?
She won't come out.
There it's out. Okay, so we put it on. We're half a turn off. We weren't sure if it was symmetrical or not. So we got the engine at top dead center, #1 cylinder. So our timing marks should be over here. They're over here. Down here.
Yeah.
So
Half a turn.
we're gonna fix that problem. So here's your timing right here. See it?
Yep.
Okay. In that ballpark. Now we gotta find what holes we need here. I think it's the ones that are, because if you look at this crank here, you got dowel pin and holes on both sides of it. See? So you got 3 holes close together,
Yep.
and then these are off by themselves, and then 3 close together.
Yeah.
So we need the holes that are close together here on the
Yep.
flywheel. You need the middle one.
Yep.
You ready?
Yep. mine started.
It slid right on, so it might be an indication of that we got it.
That's gonna be better.
Now what we did for this, took the spark plug out, turned the engine over, number 1 cylinder, put my finger on it, and it starts pushing, air hissing and pushing on my finger. And we just get the piston until it stops moving on the top. And here's where we got marks. So you can put it on, half turn off, and you really don't have to have it like that if you're going to time it, just because you just go off of that method that I just said, and then you can set your distributor that way. But I'd rather have them on.
Good.
Okay, I got her on. We're doing a torque. What do you have it set at?
69.
66 to 69 is what we could find. Danny used a board last time. You probably put a board right in here.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find it. It was a thin board. You got it?
Yeah, try it once, see what we get.
All right, I'm gonna try and go to the final torque.
Okay.
Six.
I'll go around and hit them all once more.
I'm gonna go around in a circle this time so I don't miss any. Well, if I count 6, I shouldn't. I'm gonna start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Sometimes too, if you tighten one of these up, the one next to it will loosen up. So it always helps to hit them once more after you tighten them all once.
Yeah, this one was pretty good though, as far as that. I think we're as far as we can go on this project because we got the wrong clutch disc. I wonder what that was for, like a 77 or something.
What size was it? 10?
Diameter?
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, we're back on the 660 clutch project here. Back at her. Dad called Corvus, I think it was on Monday, and I think they said that they, their supplier or whatever, I don't know, mislabeled something. So we ended up with a 770 pressure plate before. The one was too big. So here's the new one. They're really good. They sent a return shipping label out, so it didn't really cost anything to get it sent back. So no harm done, just lost a little bit of time, but this looks a lot better. Fits like a glove. So we're gonna get back at this. We want this tractor usable. Okay, my dad degreased this with gas. Actually, you want to wipe it again because it's got a film on it.
Yeah,
Let me wipe it again.
you ain't gonna get it perfect.
It'll wear off either way, yeah. I am gonna take this hose here that greases the throw-out bearing. So you're supposed to line this up. There's a hole right here. The grease tube goes on here, comes out this hole, and that should line up with this throw-out bearing hole. And that's how you grease it. So when you put this on there, we have to have that lined up like that. So I want to push this through. Do you have the tube that goes into the... How much should I run through here? It's like a turd coming out here.
We'll try and get the dry stuff out.
It's...
When you get good liquidy grease, you're good. Now we got new grease.
Okay, so that's what I wanted.
Yep. The crappy grease.
And now I need to get it to come out of here, and then we got it. Okay, so I'm quite sure that this goes the opposite way. Normally it goes like this, because you got an offset here on the hub. This side's flat. It will fit this way, at least on here. And I'll show you. I'll show you why it should be the other way. So this is gonna go into the pilot bearing, right? Like that. It goes up to there. Now, if you had the hub this way, the offset, right here is the end of the splines of the shaft that turns the transmission. So you have splines here. Right here's the end. It's on the end of it. So if you're gonna go in this far, you're only gonna have half of that driving. So you want it this for sure this way. Even though I believe it would work either way, as far as like being able to put together. I wouldn't want to run it the other way though, for the reasons I just said. Because this way you're gonna have a whole, the whole splines are gonna drive, and that's what you want. All right, let's do this. Get some bolts here. And I'll show you how to get it lined up in a bit. So I'll be back when these bolts are in. All right, I believe I got them all started. So what's gonna happen now is, like, you need this clutch disc to line up with this, right? And once you get these tight, there should be extreme pressure on it. Right now it moves. The bolts are loose. So once this is on and tight, this shouldn't move at all, the disc, unless you push these fingers in, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use this shaft. I think I'll ever had a clutch alignment tool, but I don't see why it's needed. You just do this. Find your pilot bearing. Use this, so your clutch disc will turn. Turns in the pilot bearing. So now when I tighten these up, it's gonna push on that guy and make him be able to move. It's already starting to get some friction. So I'm gonna do that. Then we pull this out, and as long as nobody pushes the fingers in, that should line up when we get the clutch housing on. All right, I'm getting there. Okay, so a couple times I had to gotta loosen some up, and I had one that was tight. I switched it with a different one, and now I'm trying to tighten them fairly close together as far as like going in evenly. So now we're at the point where I can take this out. It doesn't matter. Okay, so a couple little things with, we got a straighten here. You see how it's straight here? I got a bend right here. So this must have hit somewhere in the old one. There's also a bend right here that we're gonna straighten. I'm just gonna look at this though and see where it probably hit. So it would be in the clutch housing like this, and this would be against here. So if that was to go way in, that's why your rod has to be adjusted right. I'm thinking it would have went in so far that maybe these hit it. I'm thinking. That's what I'm guessing. So it would have went in way like this. You really have to go in a ways to hit that though. So we'll have to watch when we put it together and get it adjusted right. I think it's 1 inch off of the platform. Okay, so this is all torqued. Clutch housing's in. So what we have to put in is this felt seal here. We hook the spring up, put the clutch release bearing or the throwout bearing, whatever you want to call it, and the arm and everything. We got the shaft, a small coating of grease on it. We have that, a little bit on it. So we're gonna put that stuff in.
That's gotta go a certain way too.
Okay, we gotta line up this slot with the slot in here. Right here, a hole. Oh, that's what I was gonna do too. I was gonna run grease through this to get the hole cleared. All right. So I pumped grease through here to get fresh grease in here. So now we need to line up this slot with the hole. So that way it'll grease the bearing. Just like that.
Good.
Alright, so this goes in here like that. Got the clutch release bearing on, component on. And it goes like this. So you get a cotter pin here, and then the spring here. Here's the spring.
Here's the cotter pin.
So we're gonna have to tip it up for that.
Yeah.
Eesh. Calm down, calm down. So this part goes in here like this. And we have to make sure that that felt is in there too. Like this. That felt seal right here. I felt it. Ay, ay, ay. Can't see nothing.
Here, you gotta shoot that hole.
Okay, so it's gonna be like that. I'm gonna get it through this guy, and then give it a turn like that, just like that.
Oh.
All right, now you gotta do your cotter pin.
I can't even see my cotter pin.
It's in your hand.
Huh?
It's in your hand right here.
No. Where does it go?
It goes in here. You have to put it in here first. You gotta put it in the head. The head goes on this side. Through.
Oh, it goes on the inside?
Yep, and then you put the bend it on the outside and put it in through this way.
Oh, it goes in this way.
Yep.
Okay, now I got you.
That's the same one then, huh?
Believe
So
so.
it should be the right size.
Now
Yeah,
I
now you just twist it and
gotta open it up.
yeah.
We ain't got enough lights in there.
I can see it real well.
Can you see it to open it?
No, that's on your side. I can feel it. Maybe.
That's all this loose stuff.
Okay. Let's get I'm gonna get this spring mounted here. So I don't have to worry about it, huh?
Yeah, you got her hooked?
Yeah. I'm gonna get the starter one in.
Yeah, let's get one in.
Alright guys, guess what? Make sure that when you do this, you have this in first, at least partially, because then we can't get it in. There's not enough room for it to make that angle. We only have the bolts, a few bolts started, so we're not out that much.
I think we should put it in so that when we tilt it, we can just give her a shove.
Yeah, it ain't gonna take much, I don't think.
No,
Just a little. How many do you have in on your side?
none. What you got?
I have 2 more. I put the cart ahead of the horse.
Yeah. Are you filming?
Yeah.
There she went.
All it needed is a little bit of tilt. Not
Okay,
much.
that bolt still started.
It still started.
Okay. I would put her in.
I'll put it back now. I'm not gonna tighten it. 'Cause we need some
but
leeway.
just so we don't lose this.
I'll put the starter ones back in here. Now we should be good, huh?
I would think.
Then we can do this felt seal to be put in. Why is that not going? I'll wait till you get that back part, I think, first.
I gotta find that hole. My lighting sucks. I can't
Move your
see.
hand once. I want to look on the back side here. Right here.
Okay, that's gotta get lined up.
Okay, putting the bolts in here. Here's your bolts for here. Felt seals in. Put these on. Alright, so we got this on. We need one bolt right here, and we gotta tighten all of them up. Most of them. I got the shield on down here. And those bolts have to be tightened. This is done. Spring's done. They did the clutch rod and the PTO. So I'm gonna work on the PTO right now. I'm gonna clean this up a little bit, I think. I already scraped this, but needs to be wiped with a rag, I guess. Alright, PTO we already cleaned up. The C-pole on this go on the bottom? I think, huh?
What?
Does this hole go on the bottom?
Yes. Definitely.
How do you know that?
That's a weep hole.
That's for putting it back in here, right? When it gets too much oil.
Yeah.
All right.
Where? Did I put my freaking ratchet?
There's a extension in here that you were looking for.
There is.
Yep. It's right on that. Right there.
This?
Yeah.
It was ready to bite me.
That's the easiest way to do this. Let the bolts pull it in.
Well, you gotta get it started straight first.
Everything about me screams straight.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay, are all our bell bolts in now?
Except the top one.
Did you feel it go into the, through the clutch? Turn it. You ain't got enough light here.
I'm only like quarter-inch off. Wait. I think it's just gotta go a little bit more. Remember, we have to go through the hydraulic system too.
Yes.
Not like if you have a
That
cover.
shaft, that shaft is pretty important.
So am I. All right, we got this back in, and these 3 bolts are tight. We reused the old gasket because it looked pretty good. Guess we'll know if it leaks. Should be able to turn this freely without the clutch engaged here. When you engage the clutch, it pushes on this, and then you get your friction. So it looks pretty well greased. Throw a little bit of new stuff on here.
Should we put a shot of grease in there?
Already did.
You did.
This is gonna have to be out here, I guess, because it's too long. Or should I cut it?
They always seem to be too long. We just tuck them in. Okay.
That's what she said.
Is this totally straight across?
Well, I think the Zerk's got to be on the right side for the plate. There's a plate that you can reset,
Oh,
I believe.
I was trying to get out of my way. So now you got it right?
I think so. We gotta look at the cover.
There's a hole there for greasing?
I think there is. There should be.
Yeah, whoever won that tractor really liked grease guns. That's got to be cleaned up.
Yep, I'll work on that.
If you want to do that, I want to check some more of them bolts up here. The bottom ones are done. I'm just checking these bell bolts. Make sure they're all tight. You got that grease tube all done.
Yep, that should be done. All right, I'm gonna clean this guy up. Look at all the grease. You hear that? So yeah, that has to be forward, I believe.
Yeah, I'm gonna get these little fingers lined up. Okay, let me turn it a little bit.
I'll put this in after, huh?
Yes. It has to get snuck in after. Okay, you moving that lever? There, I think it went.
Yeah, should be,
I think that's it.
Alright.
Now you can sneak that in. And I gotta go find a washer. Here,
Yeah.
you got her. Remember, put some bolts in there.
We don't need bolts. Let's see if these guys line up here. Alright, tighten these guys up. And then it's PTO shield. So this should turn right now. If I engage the clutch here, it should be good. Right here's where you grease it. That's why you had to line up the grease zerk with this. Otherwise it could be half a turn off. And whether or not it's symmetrical, that I don't know. And now we need this dude on here. This dude. Him on there. Alright, tighten these guys up. Alright, so that's on. All the bolts are in. My dad is working on the clutch pedal here. He wants to get it away a little bit from the frame because it's hitting here. It's supposed to be stopping on here. I could probably bend that out of here too. Just give her a tug. I'm gonna start putting sheet metal on. I'm doing an inspection here. This is all done. He said he got all them tightened up. So I'm gonna get some of the tools over here. And then I'll work on sheet metal. I'll do this side first in case he needs to work on the clutch rod a little bit more. They're too tight, huh?
Yeah, she's too tight.
You got one for this?
Huh?
You got one for this?
No.
That'd be the best. What were the chances of that, huh?
Well, just try and get that lock nut loose. You got it, huh?
Yeah.
Good.
So you're gonna have to go way in with it, huh? Because
Well, I wanna go up to the paint mark for now.
yeah, so we're gonna have to adjust it after it's. Also on that platform,
I'm
you could probably
adjusting it
pull it
now.
out a little bit. It might be bent in.
Yeah, I gotta do all that.
All right, what you got left here?
Adjusting the clutch rod.
And how's that going?
But it could be expected. Here's the stop.
Yeah, so what I was saying is you could probably pull this out. Looks like it's bent in.
Yeah, I gotta do that. Here's the stop. I gotta go some more. I gotta go back.
How much? Just like 1/4 inch?
Yep. I bet you we're gonna be real close this time.
Try that. And you got it.
Oh, I like that.
You need about 1 inch, huh?
3/4 of an inch to 1 inch. That way when you let the clutch out,
This isn't all the way.
that way when you let the clutch out, it ain't pushing.
Yeah. You want that throwout bearing right off of the fingers. I
Right.
believe. So you get full pressure of the pressure plate.
Okay, so let's go out a little bit more. 1/8 of an inch. Just put the jam nut tight.
Yeah, I don't have to be super tight.
No, I don't. Not at all. Okay, now here's the stop. Oh, that's perfect.
You are against the cover a little bit here.
Yeah, but the geometry will be the same.
Yeah,
Here's when it's out.
it's the one you'd have to do with the dragging.
I like it. You like it?
Okay, did you try pushing it in? Does it go in too far?
Or that'd be easier from up on the tractor. You wanna go up there and try it?
Sure. Here, hold this. It's recording.
Feel pretty good? Now you push it in, let me see if I can turn the shaft. Oh yeah. No problem. We got a clutch.
Well, the pressure plate should only go in so far, right?
Right. You feel good?
Well, the initial snapping was weird, but no, it's not doing it.
Oh yeah, that's all gonna break in.
All right, Dad's gonna do the clutch rod final. I'm gonna put the sheet metal on that side. All right, Dad's working on finishing the clutch pedal, and I'm gonna see if it's gonna start here. So I gotta get fuel. Oh, is this one where the choke didn't work good? Is the choke on there? Did it engage the choke?
Do it once. Yep.
Okay.
It does.
But sometimes they're unhooked up or whatever.
Yeah.
All right, I'll see what it'll do here. It would help to have the cable on it, wouldn't it? Definitely would help. Where is it? There it is. Hiding on me. All right, let's see what it'll do. I don't know what it'll do. The piss on the clutch release bearing.
6 pumps a day for the rest of your life.
Yes. Kidding. What would it be? Half a pump a year?
Half a pump a year, yeah.
Be about it. started pretty good actually. Yeah.
Okay, tighten them up. I'm done.
How much gas does it have?
Huh?
How much gas does it have? All right. Wonder if this guy has a low speed rear end. I don't know. Here's first. I don't know. It seems pretty low. I think it was a success, huh?
I would say,
It feels pretty good.
yeah, I think she's perfect. Don't grind a bit in here. Before you put
If the shaft stops, it shouldn't grind. I mean,